Ahoy! I'm the
Wake
comic book
me up
hunter,
before you go and leave me hanging on like a yo-yo.
and we are not going to get copyrighted for that because it wasn't that accurate to the actual song.
Wake me up before you go.
Welcome to A Hero Story. This is a comic book podcast where it's three of us talking about comics. There's only two of us right now, but there might be
I
three
see
by
the
the end.
Canadian education system has got. Oh wait, no, you did primary school in Australia. The
Half and
Australian
half,
education
half and
system.
half.
Oh, there
You
you go.
still say
Okay.
Canadian.
Okay.
So JD is a bit busy, but he might be joining later on. We hope so, because we were planning on doing something that we haven't done in 2 or 3 months now, where we quiz each other on comic book things and see if we get it right or wrong. So Harper made questions, I make questions, and we'll see if that happens. But until then, we're just going to do this episode like we normally do it. We are
I have a
reviewing all
terrific
of What If.
announcement though.
Oh, yeah. What's your announcement?
I have a great announcement that you don't even know.
I might.
No, I actually don't think you do. So not only am I off Instagram now, but my my break from the podcast might actually be longer than I originally told you.
Oh.
Yeah, because I realized the other day when I was talking with another teacher that my Fridays aren't just being filled up for the next few weeks because I'm filling in for someone. They're actually putting me on for the rest of the year for Fridays.
Oh, geez. You know, we
Yeah,
could
so
just,
I'll be gone till at least December, I guess.
we'll figure it
And
out.
after
I'm sure
and
you
at
won't
that
be.
point, I don't even know if I'll come back. But it's just this is it.
We'll figure it out. This isn't it because I'm forcing Harper to wake up bright and early next
Oh,
week. Next week's episode of Hero Story is going to be
so
late. It's gonna
tedious.
arrive Saturday night or Sunday morning. I'll probably say Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be our breakdown and reaction to DC Fandom, which is next Saturday. Uh, I like how you laughed at that.
I'm so excited.
Harper being in Australia, it starts at 4 a.m. for you, I
It
think.
says at 4 in the morning. Fuck that. Ain't no
So
way.
why not?
Don't care because all it's gonna be is like Matt Reeves coming out and be like, "We've got a brand new trailer," and it'll be a different Nirvana song, and then Robert Pattinson being like, "I'm depressed," and then the world will lose their mind. I'll watch that shit like I could watch that a week after it comes out. I wouldn't care less.
It ends DC Fandom, like the whole event ends at 8 a.m. for you.
Yes,
So you'll be up then, and I'll be
I'll
like,
be setting an
hey,
alarm for like 30, and then start the podcast at like 8.
yeah, you'll be like half asleep, and
Yeah, I will be.
it'll be JD and I, hopefully JD, just telling you what happened, being like Ezra Flash like yelled, and I was wearing headphones, and I jumped.
He said,
I don't know what is little
he
happened.
said
They
resume for 15 minutes straight.
resume. Uh, they talked about the Supergirl finale for 2 hours, and then an hour and a
Can
half
you
of it.
imagine if half of DC fandom was them talking about the Supergirl finale?
Flash is getting another season, and they wanted to really make it clear that hey, we're still on air, guys. Like Tuesday nights.
Team Flash is expanding. Unfortunately, Grant Gustin is leaving the show, so we will not have the Flash. But
And
we
then
will.
remember last year the Black Adam segment? You watched last year's, right?
Was that when he was like standing in CGI
Yeah.
Egyptian ruins or whatever? And he's like, I can't show you anything, but here's
Yep.
some concept
So they
art.
just took that clip from last year and just played it again. It's the exact same thing. Like
I don't
happy
know.
to
I prefer
announce that Adam Smasher is in this movie. He's like, we said this last year.
much prefer if it's not the same recording. They just get him to say it again. He's like, "Hey guys, it's the fucking Rock here. I said this last year, but that fucking Netflix guy is gonna be Hawkman or whatever the fuck." No,
Adam
what is he
Smasher.
playing? Adam Smasher. Who's playing Hawkman? Someone cool is playing Hawkman.
I can't remember any actors' names.
Oh, it's the
Someone
fuck.
cool.
It's the Invisible Man guy, the cop in the Invisible Man.
Oh, really?
2020. Yeah. The
Okay.
massively fucking jacked guy. He's like all muscles.
Dr. Fate also has a really good casting, I
Pierce
think.
Brosnan. Yeah, fuck yes.
Yeah.
Wait, why do I sound so excited about Black? Yeah, this
The
cast is
power, what
amazing.
did he say? The power of the DC universe. What does the Rock
Oh, the
say?
hierarchy of
Yeah,
the
the
DC
hierarchy.
universe is
But Blair that at Times Square.
Billboard.
When they announced the release dates, there's just people walking around Times Square all jump because The Rock's voice
What
just
the fuck?
echoes through the city.
The fact that like nothing else came from it though, it was just him saying the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change, and then a date, and then I guess all the billboards just went back to normal, and everyone went, okay, well, it's like such a non-event.
What was that?
How much did they pay for that?
Well,
like,
it's The
put out a
Rock. It's
tweet.
probably nothing. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. Anyways, next week we're talking about DC fandom, and I guess this week too.
That was such a rant. Any predictions?
Well, I feel like we might get another trailer. I think a Black Adam trailer, like a teaser.
I think Ezra
It's
Miller's
done
going to try
filming.
and choke like a female host of one of the segments or something.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could see
You want to fight? I actually think we will get a Black Adam trailer, a teaser, if anything, because we haven't seen anything. It's done filming.
When
Actually,
does it come out?
they DC on Instagram today, Thursday, they posted like a whole thing being like DC fandom like in next week, and there's a quick shot of lightning striking and just The Rock's face just looking to the side. And it's like, okay, that's Black Adam. It's not like he's just like on the phone.
Is it the meme where he like looks into the camera and it's like holy shit, that'd be so fucking good.
No, you just see like lightning flashes and it's clearly from a movie, and it's just his face quickly turns to the side, but you don't see the suit or anything because it's so zoomed in.
That is so dumb.
So clearly we're gonna see
Holy
something Black Adam. Clearly.
Fuck, that's funny. This is gonna be such a good meme movie though, isn't it?
Oh
It's
god,
gonna be memed.
I
to
love
fuck.
Black Adam, but it's gonna be hard to like keep a straight face. For some reason. Did you know? I probably said this 100 times, so you do know when The Rock was casted as Black Adam.
Oh yeah, it was like 2007 or something.
Yeah,
You said, right? Yeah, because I was like 2014, and you were like, no, so long ago.
2007, yeah, he's really wanted this to happen. So good on him following his dreams. Just like he says in all those interviews, like when I was a kid, I went to the comic stores and I didn't get Superman comics. I got Black Adam comics.
No, you didn't.
No, you did. What Black Adam comics?
What Black Adam comics? Yeah, exactly. What Black Adam comics?
Yeah, like you got like an old Shazam, a Captain Marvel comic. And
fuck, that hurts me so bad. That the cringy stuff like that really kills me.
Dwayne Johnson, you I understand you're probably a fan of Black Adam, but you didn't collect Black Adam comics as a kid.
I have a story. I have another story, by the way.
Okay.
This one's more of a story than just me saying, "Hey, I'm busy, so I'm off social media now." But this is an actual story. I was selling a few things on eBay. Like I was selling a Thrawn Pop vinyl because it was like, I don't know, $20 or something. I sold it for 130.
What?
If I ever want that back.
Are pop vinyls worth money?
Yeah, ridiculously so. And I don't care for them.
I have so many.
I'm keeping a few that are presents, but like, yeah, some of them will sell for like hundreds of dollars. I sold that Thrawn one for 130. Yeah, I don't know about the Electra one. It's got a sticker on it. If it's from some event, there's
FYE exclusive.
Yeah, look it up. But anyway, I went to the post office. So I was sending off a few things. It was that I sent like a few trade paperbacks that I didn't give a fuck about. Something else. What was it? Oh, like I got a Michael Myers figure for free, like it was like a little NECA one. And I was just like, I got it for free, not because it was a present, because I had store credit from this store. And I was just kind of like, I have the bigger ones. Like I've got the 1/6 scale ones.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, whatever. And I sold it. And the dude, when I told the guy that I'd sent it off, he was like, thanks, man. My son's going to love this. He's obsessed. And I was just like, oh my God, that's so sweet. He's giving it to his kid. Anyway, I went to the post office. I had three different things that I was posting. So I was trying to find like different boxes and stuff. And like 20 people must have come in while I was like taping up and writing the addresses down on all these different boxes. And I had one, actually, I might actually have it under. Yeah, I do have it under here. I had
really close to the mic there.
Sorry.
What is that?
There we go. It's tape on like a little cutter thing, right? So you just roll it around and cut it. And I was doing like the final one and I was putting like the finishing touches of tape on it. And I don't know why, but for some reason you can see the band-aid on this finger. I just like pushed it straight into my finger. and sliced like 2 centimeters up my fucking finger. And I just
Oh,
went, ow. And I kind of just like shook it and looked at it and I went, I can see a little bit of blood coming out, but I'll like finish wrapping this up. And like I pulled some tape off and looked at the tape, and the tape was drenched in blood. And then I looked at my finger, and my finger was just covered in blood. And I was like, oh my God, if this gets on any of the packages, like I am so fucked. I can't like ship these off and, someone from eBay's just like, hey dude, yeah, thanks for the pop vinyl. Why was there blood on my fucking package? So there were like these alcohol wipes, right, that are clearly for COVID. You know what I mean? Like clean your
yeah.
clean your station and shit. And I was like, alcohol can't be like poisonous to the bloodstream unless you have too much, right? So I just grabbed them and like wrapped up my finger and continued trying to tape with like this hand wrapped in alcohol wipes and just blood leaking out the bottom. And like I got there, I went up and I handed them up, and the lady behind the counter started taping them up much better than I did. And I was like, yeah, thanks for taping that up. Cause I kind of just like, and I held up my hand. I was like, kind of cut my finger, and like the bandages just, or the alcohol wipes are just soaked in blood. Do you want a Band-Aid for that? And I was like, yeah, actually, that'd be nice. So stupid, man. So anyway, my finger's all fucked up.
Man, day in the life of a pop figure collector.
I know, right?
I have behind me a closet and I have pop figures in there. I'm gonna just go grab them and to show you, but also people listening, if you're into pop figures and want to buy this off me,
Just sell them for the buck.
just give me a second.
You're fucking leaving just to, wow, he really is just leaving to go get pop bottles. That is surely something. Oh man. I can't believe I got fucking super glue on my hot toy. That's
This will
really
be
sad.
very, very fast. So
Okay, here we go.
so real quick,
You were so excited. Go on.
Doctor Strange came out when Doctor
Okay.
Strange came out. Is that good?
Here, you know what we'll do? You show them up to the camera, and I will search up how much they're going for eBay.
Okay,
on
Doctor
eBay.
Strange. It says 169.
Okay, 169 pop.
Doctor Strange.
Okay, that pop vinyl is going for pretty much just $20.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, Winter Soldier, Civil War, 129.
Winter Soldier. What was it? 129? 129.
129.
Pop.
Sort of like covered in dust.
Is anyone enjoying this? 100 plus 60 shipping, 60 plus 60 shipping.
Oh, not bad. Okay.
Yeah, 100 including shipping. Yeah, that one you could probably sell for like maybe even 50 or something. And
Avengers Infinity War, Vision, 307.
307 pop. Let's have a look. 100.
Oh my
70,
goodness gravy. Okay,
70,
cool.
50, 80.
Spider-Man,
I
Homecoming.
I do not give a fuck about like pop vinyls. No offense.
Okay, I totally get why people like it. If you like several different things, if you're like, oh, I like Dragon Ball, I like Spider-Man, I like Metal Gear Solid, that's kind of a random one. But if you like these things, you can get them in like small little packages that are the same style. So I totally understand. And I did used to collect them. Anyways, hurry up, Spider-Man 220.
Hurry up.
220. This is Homecoming, Spider-Man.
All right. 75.
Wow.
It's one signed by John Romita Jr. That's 400.
That makes sense.
40, 20, 30, 100.
Okay,
70.
I'll do one more and then I'll stop because I don't want this to take.
I'm kind of enjoyed this.
Captain America from Civil War, 125.
125 pop. 30, 25, 20,
Okay, yeah,
30,
nothing.
25. That one's not as much.
Curiosity, because this one is like Electra 581.
581 pop.
I don't think I saw that one. I like that one though.
That's okay because it's not worth that much.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, no, I won't do anymore. I won't do anymore. Okay, so the Bucky is
look. It's probably better than what I've been doing, which has been buying hot toys. So
Yeah, that's worth a lot. Anyways, welcome to where are we at now? Where are we at? About 15 minutes in to our
Oh, okay,
the
that's
start
good.
of the episode. Oh, what if we reviewed the podcast on time? We're gonna review Marvel's What If on Disney
That's
Plus.
right. Is there any news though? Are we talking? Is
There
there
is
any news?
news. We can get to the news after the review, if anything.
Okay, fine. We'll do What
Little
If first.
update.
Sorry.
I texted JD being like, "Hey man, join when you can," and he liked the message. So maybe we'll see.
I don't know
Maybe
that
we
that's
will see
much
that
of an update.
Italian once again.
The Italian.
What if I don't know if JD actually finished watching it. I didn't hear him say anything, so I figured we do this now.
I I don't know. He watched a fair whack of them though.
Series in general, what do you think? Finale came out. I know you have a lot of things to say, which you yelled at me before I hit record.
Aggressive opinions.
Very aggressive. You're like, can you I'm just gonna hit record. Can you stop?
Just stop yelling for 1 second, babe. Calm down. This isn't you.
In general, though, what if was
It was okay.
it exists. You
It
know,
was okay.
it was it was all right. It happened. You know, I liked some. I disliked most. I would say not dislike, just didn't care for most.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the animation's cool. It's a cool concept. It's a good idea. The intro is insanely good.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
I think I liked more episodes than I didn't like. I think I enjoyed most of the episodes. It's just overall it kind of left me with this like you what if and you did this. Like it's what if and you chose what if Chris Hemsworth was a dickhead Thor
Yeah.
for a whole 30 minutes. Like that's what you did.
Yeah.
Like we have an episode 3, and I don't even think it's a bad episode. It's a good episode, but
The
like
Fury's Big Week.
Fury's Big Week where all the Avengers get fucking killed. And it's like a good episode. And I think if it was in season 2 and it was a standalone episode 2, it would work even better. But it's, this season was immediately set from the get-go to be this, lead into this big crossover, this Guardians of the Multiverse crossover. And that episode 3, exists only for like a 15-second scene right at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's also hilarious. Are we talking spoilers?
Yeah, I mean it's what if. There's not
when we get to episode 9, we'll talk about that bit because I think it's the funniest fucking thing that this show did. But anyway, you want to just go through each?
Yeah,
one?
we'll go through the episodes here. So what if Captain Carter were the first Avenger? It's just the first of like Captain America first Avenger, but you just swapped out a character, and since it's only 30 minutes instead of like an hour 40 or whatever that movie's length was, you just gotta have to rush through, like go get to the scene, then move on to the scene, then move on to the scene. Like I like Captain Carter better when it did the intro of Winter Soldier in the last episode because it took its time and it was just like a conversation before that scene that everyone knew from Winter Soldier. So this one's just like, okay, we got it. Go. Okay, now on the train. Okay, Bucky fell and like, or didn't fall. And
it's not different enough. Like the first one is just the first movie, but the ending is slightly different. It's not,
but it has the same outcome of her appearing in 2012. So
yeah, and like the train sequence, like that whole idea, I feel like that shouldn't have been in it at all. Like any of that.
It was just
Or
to show
like
that Bucky
her
didn't fall.
breaking, them out of the prison. Like I think all of it should be different. Don't do mostly the same until the end, where the villain, instead of getting sucked to another world, gets eaten by tentacles or something.
Which that wasn't explained.
Does it need to be like? Do you want an episode focusing on the big tentacle monster? I know you're a big anime fan, but like, do you really need that?
What if T'Challa became a Star-Lord?
I like this one. People
it was
are
different
about it.
It was different. I just felt
people are like, oh, they treat Star-Lord, they treat T'Challa like he's like Jesus, like he could do no wrong. It's because he is. He's awesome. Just let him have that. Like, fuck off.
I felt it was a little boring, to be honest.
I guess
a little bit. They're good scenes, like like Thanos saying he's mad, and that's about it. I just got bored. Okay, so leading up to this, like for WandaVision, Falcon, the Winter Soldier, Loki, these episodes dropped at 1 a.m. my time, and I was there for every single one at 1 a.m. watching it. What if I was there for the first two, and then I'm like, you know what? I can sleep. I don't need to be seeing these at the moment they drop. So
They came out like 5 in the afternoon for me, so I'd get home from work. I'd be like, "Oh, sick."
yeah, you're,
Yeah,
you're a little
okay,
lucky.
something to watch.
But yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, that one was. I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's the best.
What if the
It's-
world lost its mightiest heroes, which we kind of just talked about?
Again, I think it's good. It's just
I
very
think that was
ill-fitting.
better.
You want to do like no, but like oh, we're gonna get to my rant about what the fuck was going on with episode 9, but like you have this episode that barely ties in to the overall narrative, but you cut the fucking episode that establishes one of the main characters for the finale and one of the like main plot points of the finale. You cut that episode.
Hmm.
Stupid. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess this one should have been cut. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? 10 out of 10. Best one. This is what if should be. It's a what if where you change something slightly and it changes the whole thing.
Yes.
It's a dark turn. It's
It's
an
not the
engaging
movie.
story.
Like, you know what I mean? This isn't the movie. He just not
Mhm.
like I'm evil Doctor Strange, and now I've come to bargain Dormammu, and then Dormammu's like, oh, who's come to bargain? Like, you know what I mean? It's not the same. There's no Baron Mordo. There's none of that shit. Like the whole thing is different.
Yeah,
Because
it's a completely different story. You
I
get that little
assume
intro.
is it set after the first Doctor Strange?
No, it's the same thing. It's the same accident when he breaks
No,
his
no, no, no.
hands.
I know that, but like, is it set after he's faced Dormammu and then everything goes back to normal? Is that the point where he's drinking and he's yeah, it has to be because he's got the time stone.
Yeah, I guess so.
So that's another reason why it's like original and doesn't feel like it's treading over Doctor Strange is because it's not. It takes place after, but
Mhm.
it's what if Doctor Strange instead of just moving on and being Doctor Strange was like, what if I just open this thing and go back in time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially. So
Oh
it's like a
shit.
small thing changes everything though, and it's a good story. Like it's
Oh,
not a
it's
bad
so good.
story. It's a good story, and it's grounded. You don't introduce many characters. You
No.
don't plant many Easter eggs around. It's just Doctor Strange being one sad boy.
And it's also surprising too because it is one of the most generic kind of plot devices in history, which is the Groundhog Day tech. What if you kept waking up or
Mhm.
kept having the same day over? What would you do differently?
Yep.
Would you do anything differently? Would you try and change your entire life? The butterfly effect kind of idea.
Yeah,
It's just that, but like they applied it to Doctor Strange and it works so well.
it does. Yeah, he's the perfect character for that too. So
There's only
okay,
one major criticism.
what?
The Doctor Strange versus Doctor Strange fight should have had some more like weird, just crazy shit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like I feel like they should have punched each other into like 2D animation, and it's just like bright colors and
Oh,
crazy
that'd be
crack
cool.
kind of shit. You know
That'd
what I
be
mean? Like
interesting. Yeah.
go really weird with it.
Yeah, that would have been good.
They would never do this, and honestly, like admittedly, it's kind of dumb, but it would be kind of cool if while they were fighting, they punch each other into 2D and then punch each other, and it's actually Benedict Cumberbatch in like live action fighting Benedict Cumberbatch in live action, and then it somehow goes back.
I have something to say about that when we get to episode 9.
Oh, here we
Actually,
go. Oh, I see.
next one is what if the zombie apocalypse?
Apocalypse.
Worst one.
No,
Worst
it's
one.
not the
It's the worst,
worst
one.
one.
It is the worst one.
No, it's not.
I think it's the
absolutely-
worst one.
Wow.
I hate
But
it.
what about the part where Scott Lang flies out and says the Harry Potter thing? He says, I'm doing a Harry Potter or whatever he says.
Don't care.
Guardian
I didn't like how
Leviosa. What is it?
Spider-Man was Jokerized. Essentially, he's
Yeah,
laughing.
but he said, yeah, when I lost my Uncle Ben, he said it though.
Oh my
Therefore-
god.
Must like.
When I lost my Uncle Ben and then Aunt May, and I was told to kind of laugh at people's deaths or whatever.
Whatever he said. I was told that nothing matters.
That we live in a society.
Death comes for us all. I've lost the voice. I'm doing Sonic now.
I got a post about this, and a lot of people said, "You suck, man. The zombie episode was awesome." My
Oh my
explanation is
God.
like Spider-Man, his whole thing is his flaw is he holds on to pain and grief, and that's why Uncle Ben's so important, because he won't shut up about Uncle Ben's death, Gwen Stacy's death, these major deaths, because they drive him forward. He's Spider-Man because he feels guilty about it. He feels like if a police car goes by and he ignores it, he might look on the news one day and see a bunch of people were shot, and he could have been there to prevent that. But in this case, mask comes off, Sharon Carter dies. I got Sharon all over me. Happy dies. Oh wow, that's cool. Like, what if what, what if in Endgame, when
Here we
Tony
go.
Stark dies, Spider-Man
Yeah.
cracks a joke, and then Far From Home, he's just joking around and he's just like,
I would have killed myself.
everywhere I go, I see his face. That's Spider-Man, not making a joke, being like, I knew that guy, or like,
Mm.
I can't think
Yeah,
of a
and Far
joke that
From
he would
Home's
make.
not
But
even the best. Like it's one of the worst MCU Spider-Man things, but at least
at least you
at
have
least
like
he's
like Peter Parker holding on to grief of the people that he
yes,
lost. They
yeah.
kept that really well, and in all the other Spider-Man movies, it's Uncle Ben, of course, but like he's a sad boy. But in here, he's loving life. It's the zombie apocalypse.
You know what made
And
me feel so good then, by the way,
what?
is you went. I made a post about what if, and I just realized that I don't have to make a post about what if, and I never will. It's the best feeling in the world.
I
The
was like,
fact that I don't have to stay up until 12 in the morning writing some shit about like, here's why
zombie
Preacher is
apocalypse.
fucking because even though I really loved it, I don't love it as much anymore. Like I never have to do that again.
No, you're free.
Ever again.
You're free. I'm in this for life, though. So.
Fuck that. My account's proper gone too. Like
It'll
not
be back.
disabled. It's like deleted. It's
It'll
done.
be back. It'll be back.
It won't be. It
It'll
won't
be
be.
back. It'll be back.
It will not be back.
Calling it. I'll be back.
It's not. It's gone.
I am calling it, and that's all I'm saying.
I swear to you on whatever Iron Man thing in my room, not fucking happening. It's just such a pain in the butt. I make real money, man. If Instagram paid me, maybe.
The way you said that, you have like the completely bald head. And
I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying.
it's not about the money, Spider-Man.
Instagram didn't pay for those fucking hot toys.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, man. That's fair. I'm in school. I was gonna say something else about Spider-Man, but I think I'll just move on. But if I think of it,
say
I'm not
another
gonna.
thing.
I can't think of
thing.
what I was gonna say. That was something else
It was
about
because he
him.
had the cape. You like the cape, right? And you went, "Oh, that's cool. He's got the cloak of levitation."
Yes, but no,
Holy shit!
I can't remember. Like, this broke me. I didn't like the zombie episode because of the way characters were acting. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. They have the cure to the zombie apocalypse to cure everyone, and they're cutting Captain America in half and saying, "Because this is the end of the line, pal." Like,
They didn't
could
have
have
it
cured
yet.
him.
They
But
didn't.
they were
have
on
it
their
yet.
way. They were on their way.
They didn't. They didn't know. Oh, he's alive though, right?
Who?
Captain America, Zombie Man, the top half.
I guess the top half.
Because didn't he pop out of the portal in the last episode?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
Next one. What if
Anyway.
Killmonger rescued Tony Stark? Your favorite one, right?
Ah, God! Why? There's such a good idea there, and it's just so wasted.
A pole killed Tony Stark. He got hit in the shoulder, and he's like, "I die now."
I die now. Yeah, that's it. Oh, well, that's it then.
What if Thor were an only child?
Oh, fuck me. God, awful. Just dreadful.
You know what? The finale made me appreciate him a bit more.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. I was talking before again about the episode that they cut. Party Thor in this episode's role is the role that we expected him to serve, which is the comic relief that does a couple things. I don't think he was the one that needed an episode setting him up. Gamora needed that episode. She was more pivotal in terms of plot points than Party Thor. Party Thor didn't rock up and go, actually, Mjolnir can destroy the stones. And they all went, oh, that's fucking awesome. Great, we'll use that. Like, none of that happened. So, like,
Instead,
why
it
does
was
Party Thor
Gamora,
get a whole
like-
episode where he's like, it's none of my mama's coming. What the fuck are you doing? Set up the story. Not this fucking idiot. Makes no sense. He should be the Hawkeye character in the first Avengers. You know what I mean? Where he shows up and he has some cool, maybe not the first Avengers, maybe like Age of Ultron, right? Where he shows up and you're like, this character's cool. Like, I like him, even though he didn't get his own story. It's like a cool part of the team. But instead, we get Gamora. Come with me. Which Gamora? Who Gamora? Destroyer of Destroyer of Thanos, survivor of Sakaar. When was that? What do you mean? When did we see any of that? We don't. We got no idea.
It's just like, don't worry,
She's
guys.
just
I got this.
Gamora.
I got this machine that could destroy the Infinity Stones, which I built with Tony Stark in the last episode of Marvel Studios.
Yeah,
we don't get an explanation.
But it's going to be the first episode of season 2. Is that not the dumbest thing? Like, I'm excited to see it, but it's like the first episode of the second season of What If is going to be filling in the blanks that should have been there for the finale of season 1 of What If.
Should have been
That makes, oh my god, it makes no sense. Like, can you imagine, like, spoilers for Game of Thrones? Do you give a fuck? Do you give a fuck?
I've seen Game of Thrones.
Okay, well, there you go. Actually, no, you know what? Here, I'll use a reference that's more pointed for you and a little bit older. So
I've seen all of Game of Thrones.
Lord of the Rings, right?
Okay.
It is literally like if you had Fellowship of the Ring, and then the next thing that you saw was Aragorn being crowned, and all the hobbits going back to Hobbiton, and Frodo leaving, and they're like, "Man, it was crazy how we traveled," and the whole Two Towers thing was Sauron,
Helm's Deep.
Yeah, and you're just like, Helms, what, huh? Because we didn't see any of that shit because it didn't fucking happen because you didn't fucking show us. And it's like then having the finale and be like, oh, we didn't really explain any of that. Let's go back and release Two Towers in the next time. Like, it makes no sense. I'm way more annoyed about this.
That's our thoughts on Party Thor again.
Party Thor. That was just
what if Ultron won, and then what if the Watcher broke his oath? Those two are they're two-parters.
The first one is great.
Yeah,
like straight up great.
We talked about it last week,
Excellent.
but yeah, we
did we really?
Yeah, we did. The main thing is, what if? Yeah, you were.
I don't remember that.
The main thing is, what if the Watcher broke his oath? That's the main thing. The finale, which Harper was just ranting about.
Yes.
Where the Watcher's like, I have all this multiverse, and I will take Thor, who's drunk, this Killmonger who kills a lot of people in his people. My goodness, I have news for you. JD's in the call.
Oh, really? I thought this was going to be like you about to rant about What If.
He's
boy, I got news for you. JD. It's a red cat.
Hi, JD.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Hey, man.
It's like he hyped up his own entrance like he was going to come from behind the curtain. Be like, what's up?
I thought that was going to happen too.
Harper, you're bald.
Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing.
I forgot about that.
Hey, man, we're recording.
Still a thing.
All right, the podcast. What's up?
At the moment,
podcast?
Yeah. Hey,
how far in are you guys? About 40 minutes?
A little less. I think we're talking about What If right now. We're
just
30
got to
minutes,
the
exactly
finale.
30.
I didn't think that What If was that great of a series.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we said.
Yeah, that's
we
what
went,
we've
it's
been
okay.
saying. Did you watch all of it? Oh, you watched the finale too? Yeah. Well,
okay. JD, you just missed my historic rant, so I'm going to repeat it for you.
Oh,
do you think it is the dumbest thing? No, I just want to ask JD. I want to get his opinion. JD, do you think it's the dumbest thing that when the Watcher is going around selecting all of his heroes to be the Guardians of the Multiverse, right? That he goes to Gamora and Tony Stark melting the gauntlet, and then they talk about shit that happened in the last episode, an episode that got cut. And then when we go into this episode, she's got a fucking device that Tony Stark apparently built that can destroy the Infinity Stones, but we don't know anything about it because that episode didn't exist. So it's just some random fucking Gamora with some random fucking device and a random fucking Tony Stark that we've never met before. Do you think that's dumb?
Welcome to the Spotify listeners who just skipped ahead 30 seconds.
God damn.
So I always gonna repeat this, okay?
Oh, I'll repeat another thing for JD. They won't have to skip much in the future, JD, because I just realized that my Fridays are gone for the rest of the year, buddy.
Why?
I'm off the podcast. Yeah.
No, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out.
Possibly, yeah.
We'll figure something.
Oh, he looks so sad.
Poor
He's like,
guy.
heavy L.
Is that
That's
tears?
JD realizing that like he's busy, I'm busy, and going, oh, it's gonna be Sean, isn't it?
What do you rate it out of 10? The whole series, everything. What if?
Oh,
6, 7. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I give it a 6.
I'd say a 10 just for Doctor Strange. He was amazing in this episode too. Like that's the funny thing.
Yeah.
He came into this episode and then carried it. It was like,
Oh, that's
cool.
what I was gonna say. There was rumors, thanks for Reddit, that the end credit scene was gonna be Doctor Strange like being like he finds like another universe and he walks through, and as he walks through, the camera kind of pans and it's live action, like Benedict Cumberbatch in the suit. And that was gonna be
no.
an end credit scene instead of Doctor Strange 2. No, it was a terrible end credit scene.
Yeah, it was just, oh, look, Steve's alive. That really takes away from the tragedy of you going into the ice, fucking Peggy Carter, and being like, I've lost everything in the past, just like Steve did. Except, wait, no, your boyfriend is trapped in a thing, and he's probably young, and he's probably going to have like sets of abs or something instead of regular abs, and he's going to be 7 feet tall, and everything's going to be happy because they can't commit to consequences. Watch next season, like Supreme Doctor Strange is going to be like, oh wait, I actually could save Christine the whole time, and then it's going to be fine.
Yep.
That's his whole thing. Although
Party Thor. Yeah.
we didn't talk about the fact that that like the Watcher is like, okay, Natasha, I'll send you to a universe that hasn't been destroyed by Ultron. So he sends her to the universe where all the Avengers are dead, except for Captain America, who like he's never met her, and then Captain Marvel, which in that timeline she's never met either, because Ultron killed her on Xandar. So like she doesn't really know anyone except Nick Fury. It's like, oh, Clint died on my world. Let's send you to another world where Clint is also dead. And all the other Avengers that you know are also dead.
Basically. That's our thoughts on What If, and JD's major thoughts on What If. JD, before you joined, we mostly talked DC fandom, and then we talked about pop figures for a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And
what about pop figures?
Just selling them, that you can sell them for
we found out they're worth
prices.
quite a bit. So I was like, hey, is this worth something?
I bought there's an app actually. The Funko has an app where you can see the value of it. But I bought my buddy a Dark Side one when we were in like middle school, and apparently that one's worth like $150 now. I paid like $5 for it.
$5. All right, fair enough.
Back in like 2012.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sell mine now. So I showed the audience, be like, hey, anyone will buy this? Let me know.
Like at minimum, you can if you've got the box for it, you can still sell a used.
I got an Ezra Miller Flash Funko Pop when Justice League before Justice League came out. I was like, oh yeah, and then when Justice League came out, I was like, ugh.
Still have it. It haunts you.
I have Ezra Miller Flash. I have Nightwing, just like from the comics. I have Nightmare Batman from Batman vs Superman. And I have Daryl Dixon back when I used to watch Walking Dead. Haven't watched Walking Dead since I got that Funko.
You got the Funko, you're like, hey, I'm done.
Yeah, like season 3 of Walking Dead, like when they got to the prison, I was like, all right, I'm done.
Holy shit.
Oh wow, I watched a little bit more than you somehow.
Yeah.
We haven't done the news of the week because there's barely anything, but before we do that, JD, do you know what we're doing this episode?
No.
Quiz? You want to do a quiz?
I don't have any questions prepared, but let's fucking do it.
Yeah, sorry. Think of 3 questions for me. Think of 3 questions for Harper. I'll go over them.
What's the name of Venom's planet? He still doesn't know.
Oh, wait. Well, the species is the Clintar, am I correct?
Did you guys know that Venom's a lethal protector? Bro, if they say that one more time in the movie, I'm going to hang myself.
Speaking of that, JD, because of COVID, you just saw Shang-Chi and Venom back to back.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
The first time I ever watched 2 movies back to back.
Tell us about that.
In the theater. I felt like I spent my whole day in the theater. Shang-Chi was great. Venom was ass. And that's my reveal.
Nice.
Shang-Chi was good. A lot of cool fight scenes. I liked the villain. Even Trevor got redeemed a little bit. Who the fuck saw that coming?
He did.
Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. Then Venom, I went in knowing that Venom was going to be terrible, and oh my god, like every time there was like, but what if we were lethal protector. I'm like, all right, we get it. You saw the fucking comic cover. I get it. Stop saying it. You would think that I would love comic Easter eggs, but don't use the same fucking one over and over again. Like I was waiting for him to be like, whoa, that's a maximum carnage. That's an absolute carnage. Like, please stop.
Did you stay for the after credit scene? Like, did you sit in the theater?
Well, so I watched the after credit scene online before I saw the movie in like a different language. And I remember we talked about it on the podcast like a month ago that like someone said that he's gonna lick Spider-Man, and I was like, what?
Harper said that, yeah.
I said he's gonna lick a TV with Spider-Man on it, and I was like, but apparently that's fake. Was not fake. That was definitely the scene.
Dude, you're in my hotel room. Like, I fucking hate
yeah, that dude's
Venom was bad
with his belly. Yeah.
It was so I really didn't like Venom. Woody Harrelson, like, oh god,
Bad casting, terrible casting.
yeah.
And the whole thing with Carnage is like Cletus and Carnage are like the perfect combination. So that's why they don't say we are Carnage, they say I am Carnage, because it's like one person. But they do the opposite here. The complete opposite.
The Venom in the rave with the glow stick. What the fuck was that? That makes Tobey Maguire dancing down the street look like cinema.
Yeah. We talked about that last week.
Let's not use this as a reason to validate Tobey Maguire. Like,
I will do anything that it takes.
I will not let my second last episode on this show be us going, you know what, Tobey Maguire's
You're gonna be gone for all time? Is this serious, or is it just like a while?
No.
Okay, well, Hunter doesn't believe me, but I am
Hunter's
being
in denial because he's a little kid.
Look. Okay. There is a very solid chance.
Real.
Yeah.
There's a very solid chance that come to like the end of the year, like December, I'll be back on the podcast, but not on Instagram. Okay.
You're already not on Instagram, so we're
well, but Hunter doesn't.
JD's saying that's not news.
Hunter's like, you'll be back, and I was like, no. I posted the one thing, and I went, this is gonna be too much of a pain in the ass, and I left. And
I liked what you were doing on the Harper account, just posting random panels with no captions.
On my personal, but I don't even do that anymore. I don't post anything anymore.
Listen, just be like me. Just be like me, man. I just, hey, this was pretty cool. Post.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't post for 5 days. Oh well.
Yeah,
but you still are like, oh, look, today's Spider-Man's blah 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 anniversary. Let's have a look. What artist was Spider-Man? Like, what looked really good? I can't be bothered doing that. That's too much work.
Harper's lazy is what he's saying.
I could be playing. That is honestly it. But I could be playing Red Dead Redemption for like the 5th time.
Oh my god, Red Dead Redemption.
Anyways,
I could watch Halloween for the 78th time.
Hey, that's next week. Halloween Kills, anyway.
That's next week? Wow.
Well, it's actually not next week here. It's 3 weeks away. It's delayed in Australia by 2 weeks.
That's tough. You gotta avoid spoilers, man.
Mm-hmm. No. I'm just gonna be like, let's see what this VPN can do for me.
Sounds illegal.
There's very little news. So while we do the news, JD, you better go your questions up. 3 for me, 3 for Harper. Casa Daredevil is rumored to return in the rumored Echo series.
Why is Echo getting a series? That's so dumb.
That's so stupid. Like, no way.
Marvel's going full DC with unnecessary spin-offs that no one wants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't Agatha getting one as well?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Yeah.
What? Huh? What?
We'll get into that.
It was Agatha all along.
Harper's excited for that.
Why would there be an Echo series where the cast of I know people are gonna go because Echo was in Daredevil, right before fucking Brian Michael Bendis.
Here's a groundbreaking idea. Here's a groundbreaking idea. Let me run this one by you. What if instead of an Echo show with the Daredevil cast, there was just a Daredevil show?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to get to.
They can't tell the story of Daredevil season 4 and also be like, but this is the Echo series.
Well, it's supposed to spin out of that is going to be Daredevil season 4, but why not just avoid the Echo TV show altogether? No one gives a fuck.
Just do Daredevil.
Well, that's the thing. They said so it's going to be Echo show. Daredevil's going to be in it, along with Foggy Nelson, Karen Page, Kingpin apparently as well. Both Hawkeyes are also rumored to be in this, Clint and Kate, but it's supposed to be focused on Echo just becoming a superhero. After that, Daredevil's supposed to get a project. It's rumored, it's not known if it's a show or a movie, but it's supposedly going to be announced at Disney's whatever thing next year, because they want to save Daredevil coming back as a surprise for No Way Home and Kingpin coming back in Hawkeye. All bunch of rumors leading to rumors. The Echo thing seems to like actually be happening since it's got like a writer and a couple directors for episodes. I mean, so yeah, we'll see. Maybe
I will not watch Echo.
I think you will, JD.
I will not.
I remember
refuse.
like
I
breathing
refuse.
Okay.
a sigh of relief the day that Daredevil got cancelled. You got to
What?
understand, Daredevil's my second favorite character, but you got to understand, the day it got cancelled, I went, actually, you know what? That's not so bad. Because they literally cancelled it on the best finale possible, and the show ended before it could ever be bad. It's like 3 seasons of a gold mine, and that final season is golden, and that final episode is the best Daredevil finale you could ever
It is one of the best live action superhero things ever.
It's one of the best live action things ever, in my opinion. That when they're like, where's Matt? And they're like, I think he's watching or whatever, and he's standing up there like a gargoyle and the music swells through. I'm like, this is the best Daredevil will ever be.
Not even that, but after that, you go to the father's funeral, and Matt does the speech.
To live life as a man without fear. Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god. I get
and them
chills.
starting Nelson Murdoch and Paige. I was like, yes, like, because like imagine if it got cancelled on season 2, right? Or like at Defenders, like you cancel it on season 2. The last thing we see, Matt and Foggy fucking hate each other. Karen's just like, you're Daredevil, what? Okay, so if you stop it there, that's where it ends, and you're just like, there's so much left. Like, okay, and if you cancel it at Defenders, Daredevil gets squished by a building, and that's it. And you just go, okay, well, him and Foggy were still at odds. I mean, they were sort of at odds. They were better together in that series, but they were still kind of working things out. Karen and him hadn't quite gotten there yet. Squished by a building, connecting with Elektra, who he should have gotten Daredevil over. You know what I mean? He should have gotten over that. Yeah. Ultimate
Daredevil.
Just need that wave. Anyway, but then season 3, the only thing that is left on the board really is Bullseye. But I always interpreted that like end scene as like, next time in the continuing adventures of Daredevil, but it might not be something we actually see. You know what I mean?
It's like a thing that Daredevil will always be out there.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like there's always going to be villains. There's always going to be Daredevil, but like he is like in himself, like I'm Matt Murdock, and he's like I'm also Daredevil, and I'm also running, Nelson Murdock and Paige. Like everything is great guns, but Bullseye's still out there.
Plus, we already saw Daredevil versus Bullseye. It's not like a new character coming in.
And you could also just be like, Dex actually died, complications during surgery. So it's like, it's not really, you know what I mean? It's not like that. If the end scene was like him showing up, knocking on the door, like at Karen's door, and he's like, surprise, I'd be like, oh my God, like we're never going to see the finale to that. Yeah. Like he was standing at her door about to kill her.
Be like, you see this random guy walking around prison, and someone calls him Bullseye, like, hey, get to yourself, Bullseye, and then it ends. Like, Homecoming with Scorpion. Which we never saw that again.
Is that ever gonna get lit? Like, they're literally gonna fight Doc Ock from the Sam Raimi universe before he fights his own Scorpion. There's no way Scorpion
for a movie that sequel still wasn't in it, and then the next movie still not in it. It's a little odd.
That's funny as fuck.
But yeah, Daredevil did end good, but I am very happy that he seems to be returning as a soft reboot.
Well, I think I would rather him show up in things than have his own series continue, because I feel like if his own...
That seems to be what's going to happen with Homecoming and then Echo, and then he'll probably appear...
If he's in the Echo show, I feel like he'll be in the Echo show a lot. And
he's rumored to be in She-Hulk as well.
Oh, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know why I immediately... For some reason, you said She-Hulk and I heard Shang-Chi, but like...
What?
That's not what you said.
No. But yeah, the other bit of news was Agatha Harkness is getting a spin-off series. Variety
Why?
was reported.
Is that actual news? As you said,
Variety reported it.
Oh, Variety! Fuck, it's real then. God.
So the actress who plays Agatha Harkness, sorry, I didn't write her name down. I don't remember.
Catherine Hahn.
She signed a contract where she's going to be appearing in multiple MCU projects and then getting her own show. Doctor Strange 2 she's probably going to be in that. I can see them going back to Westview in Doctor Strange 2. But yeah, she's getting her own series for Disney Plus. Why?
Okay.
I think JD made a good point saying they pulled a DC here, just kind of giving random.
They really are pulling DC. I'm ashamed.
Like, I know Disney Plus is like your place for making like minor characters get series. Loki probably wouldn't have gotten a movie, but a series makes sense. Same with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But Agatha Harkness?
I don't know about that one, Hunter. Like,
Well, maybe not Loki, sorry, but no,
no,
Falcon and
no,
Winter
Loki,
Soldier, I
no,
would say.
Loki. Falcon and the Winter Soldier got a movie. It's getting a movie. The Captain
Well,
America
now
voice
that he's
coming out.
Captain America, yeah, but as
Yeah,
Falcon,
yeah, but like it
a
was
show
always
makes
going to
sense.
happen, whether it was TV show or movie. He was always going to like.
Yeah, well, as
That would have
Captain
been
America,
such a
that
fucking cock tease if Steve was just like, Sam's like, it feels like it belongs to someone else, and Steve's like, it doesn't, and then they just like don't do anything with that. Like he never
It feels
shows up.
it feels like it belongs to someone else. That's because it does. Bucky,
It
get
does.
over
It's
here.
mine. Give it back. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was hoping Bucky would come to this bench.
Can we imagine? Imagine if Bucky was like Captain America, and that was the show, and it's the shield on his back like 95% of the time, and the rest of the time he's just headshotting like people. Just like, oh, you're slightly related to this terrorist cell. Just drilling him down. Like
Basically, yeah. Basically. But the point of saying, like, Falcon deserves a show more than a movie, but Sam Wilson as Captain America, that should not be a show. That needs to be a movie in theaters.
That journey for him becoming Captain America 2 worked so much better in the series. Like to have that room to breathe, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But Agatha Harkness doesn't need either. Like,
no,
she doesn't even have a comic series. I don't think she's ever had a comic book series. So why is she? Like...
No, that's something that Dwayne Johnson grew up reading. Just like how he grew up reading Black Adam books. All of those famous Black Adam comic books.
Yeah, we said that at the beginning of the podcast. Dwayne Johnson said, as a kid, he would go to comic stores and he wouldn't get the Superman comics. He would pick up Black Adam comics.
And we were just like, what?
He would also be lying.
I know, no, you didn't.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that's the news of the week. I'll do comics real quick and then we'll jump into quiz. JD, you making your questions?
Yeah, I'm writing them now. I got 2 for Harper. I gotta figure out some questions for you.
Okay, I'll talk comics while you do that. Nice House on the Lake. We've been reporting on every issue briefly. I think I'm the only one here that's reading it. Harper, did you stop reading Nice House on the Lake?
I haven't read anything past the first issue.
Oh, damn. It's so good, man. We're on issue 5.
Yeah, I know. Every time I hear you talk about it, I'm just like, that sounds real good.
It's so like the last issue, they found out they can't die. Because
I heard that.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just the episode that I was
Someone
on.
went to cut her wrists and it just healed instantly. And she's like, oh, God, we can't die. So now they're being a bit more brave. One guy in like issue 3 found a weird house, another house on the lake. He didn't tell anyone, and so he told everyone. There's like, whoa, we should go over there. So they go over there, and there's a bunch of weird statues, and they're symbols because you remember they all had little symbols, like the comedian, the artist, the writer. So there's these statues with each of their symbols. So they all press it at the same time, and then this random house unlocks, and a guy runs out that they know. And they're just like, oh my God, you're alive. You just like, I've been waiting for you guys to like do that. There's still time. He's like panicking. That's where it ends, essentially. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
It's very good. You should check it out. We're almost at the halfway point. Batman was cool. I don't remember much that happened.
Well, it's not about that cool.
It's the Scarecrow story. It's Fear State. It's a cool story, but I think this was
what makes it
like
cool?
Set up. It's Scarecrow basically taking over certain police force to shoot up people in Gotham.
Jesus
it's dark.
Christ.
Yeah, it's dark. And they don't really know that Joker, that Scarecrow's behind all this, but he's just in the background, like lurking, which is pretty interesting.
Just creeping.
yeah, basically. It's good though. Like I'm enjoying it. It just feels like this issue, not too much happened. It was mostly just Peacemaker versus Peacemaker X, which is the new cop fighting. And yeah, that was
Peacemaker.
It's not Peacemaker. It's something.
Peacemaker's John Cena.
Peacekeeper.
Right? Peacekeeper. Yeah, that's
What's
it. Peacekeeper. Yeah, it's close. Yeah.
Oh, it hurts my brain.
Yeah. And then Spider-Man. That was the big book that came out that Harper read a little bit of. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nick Spencer's 3-year run of just one villain, Kindred, is finally over. Thank God. I remember reading last week's issue with Kindred, and I remember on the podcast 2 years ago, one of Tyler's Comic Boy's first time on the episode, he said, did you guys see the advertisement for February's issue of Spider-Man? They're still doing Kindred. And it's like, wow. And here we are 2 years later, and they just finished Kindred.
Wait, did Nick Spencer okay, first of all, Comic Boy, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. And also, did they actually resolve anything with Jesus Christ, my fucking cat just lost it. Did they resolve the Mephisto marriage shit, or did they just explain it more?
They just explain it more. Nick Spencer
What,
literally
70 something issues?
74 issues of Nick Spencer giving Peter
Just to
Parker
explain
nightmares of his own old life before Mephisto, and giving Peter Parker an engagement ring to which he never proposes. He just
So
has
Doctor Strange has been like talking with Mephisto for like a fucking year and a half, only for Mephisto to be like, yeah, no, his kid from the future scares me. Okay.
Yeah. It's like, so I figure we break up Peter and MJ and no more kid. And Doctor Strange is like, could they still get back together? Yeah. Could they still have the child without
Oh my
being married?
god, that's
Well,
because you posted that meme of Thanos where it was just like Mephisto when he realizes people can have kids without being married.
Impossible.
It's like, why?
So good.
I don't know. Why wouldn't you make it so Peter can't have children?
Yeah,
Or like MJ
because
can
that
have
would be a weird story in comic books if they were like,
I
yeah,
guess.
he's like, he can't have kids, he's sterile. Everyone would be like, oh, okay.
Because one more day, I don't know if you read it, but they're just like, we'll give you anything you want. And Mephisto kind of goes, I want your marriage. I want your love. That's what he says. So what if I understand. Okay, now I get it. Never mind. I get it. I want your balls, Peter.
I want your balls. Can you imagine?
I want you to wear a condom, Peter.
I want your balls, Peter. You can
I
never
want you to
fuck
pull out.
without a condom. I don't know why he sounds like that. Hey, Peter, I don't want you to fucking. You and Mary Jane, no can do. No way.
In Ultimate Spider-Man, every time MJ's over, Mary Jane always yells up to the room saying, "No hanky panky."
Oh wow, so she still has shitty dialogue, even like she did in the
Yep.
60s.
Yep. So this is like, no hanky panky, Peter.
No. Get out.
But yeah, I mean, this week's issue, which is completely different from what we're talking about. We're talking about last week's, is new storyline. Hey, finally, they're not doing Kindred. Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider, Peter's clone that people like now, is back, and he basically was hired by a company called Beyond to be like, hey, you're Spider-Man now. We'll pay you a ton of money to be Spider-Man. And he's like, done
like
deal.
Invincible for hire.
Yeah, basically. So he's just like, I'll do it. And then they're just like, oh, one catch though, we need you to find the other guy who's Spider-Man and tell him he can't be Spider-Man. So Ben goes to Peter and he's just like, hey, this company's paying me to be Spider-Man, so you don't have to anymore. Peter's like, I'm not gonna do that. And Ben's like, oh well, I kind of expect you to say that, but maybe don't in the future. He tries to convince Peter not to be Spider-Man, and Peter's like, no, I'm gonna keep being Spider-Man. Anyways, just a big fight happens in the city with some kind of minor characters. Ben appears because the company hired just surveillances the city and tells them when danger's around. Peter's a little late because he just followed the sirens. When Peter gets there, he's just like, wow, Ben, you have a new suit that's just like mine. I thought it was funny because when he first sees Ben, he doesn't realize it's Ben. He just sees another guy in a Spider-Man costume. So he yells, yo, Spider-Verse, who the hell are you? And so they start kind of argue for a bit, and while distracted, this big explosion's about to happen. And Ben's like, good thing we have protected suits. And Peter's like, I don't have a protected suit. And then the explosion happens. And Peter looks like he's going to be in a coma for a bit. Because the whole thing is this new Spider-Man run is about Ben. And Peter gets hit pretty badly, starts coughing out blood. And Ben's like, oh, God, you're not okay. And that's where it ends. So yeah.
It's like the start of the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, is it not?
No, Peter goes to the UK.
But he gets hurt, remember? And that's when he leaves. They fight Rhino and Pete gets real fucked up, and Miles has to defeat Rhino by himself.
Oh yeah.
And then Peter's like, yeah, you got this, and then leaves.
Yeah.
Which was a weird decision. I still feel like he should have been just out.
Yeah. I just beat Spider-Man PS4 last night for the second time.
Wow.
Yeah, so I forgot that Miles wouldn't exist. I'm sure we play that now. It's really good. Yeah, they're great games. Yeah, that's the comics of the week. JD, you ready?
I have 3 questions each. Is that what we're going with?
Yep.
Okay.
You got it. So we did this in July, I think. where we each ask each other questions, and then people
We
listening.
watch Hunter get them wrong.
Yeah, we watch me get it wrong here. So 3 comic-based questions or superhero-based questions. For the listeners, if you end up answering the question before one of us, then let us know, and we'll go from there. Yeah, why not?
How do we know they're telling the truth?
That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna comment. Yeah, I answered every single one right.
That's
in my head
true.
Before
Ronald
before Harper
McDonald, hey, we know you're lying.
Wait a minute.
All right. Yeah. How do you guys want to start?
I know. Matthew Coffey did not answer before me. I know it.
All right, JD, I'll start with you. I have a.
Oh God.
I'll give
my brain's not working so well right now.
Perfect. I'll give you the easy one to start.
You
Let's
are
go.
so fucked then for my questions.
Yeah,
JD.
Harper said
You
he
gave
got hard
You gave me
ones.
hard ones, Harper.
Yeah.
I think I have easy ones for you guys, but starting with JD, I'll give him the easiest one out of all these. Since Williamson left the Flash in the Flash comic, Barry Allen has teamed up with which superheroes?
That is very fucking easy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. No, yeah.
The Justice League Incarnate.
No, just in the Flash title.
Oh, just in the Flash title.
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Terrific and Green Arrow.
There. Okay, you got it. That's the easiest one. You got it.
What a fucking question.
Yeah.
Mine like such a different hemisphere.
Yeah,
of
that was the easiest one I have. The rest are
Harper's like, what kind of ink was used on the 8th issue of the 1987 run of The Flash in the Canadian variant?
Mine is so specific.
China, 1872. How did you?
I'm Batman.
Okay, who's the question? JD?
Am I asking someone?
I think so. I think whoever gets asked, it's their turn to ask, right?
Harper, what
Fuck.
country did Iron Man originally build his suit in?
Oh, Southeast Asia.
But what country?
Oh, I don't know. I just assumed.
It is a Southeast. It is a Southeast Asian country, but which one?
Oh God!
Riddle me this, Harper.
Because whenever he brings it up, he just goes, "Oh, when I was in Southeast Asia, so I wouldn't know."
Oh, you answered that so confidently too.
Well, I did because that's all.
I'm sure that's what they say in the series. But
fuck me.
See, it's easy if you know American history because it's a war they were involved in. But
someone has a red
tail. Oh, of course it was because fucking. I literally just read the issue from Michelini's first series where Rhodey like meets Tony for the first time because it's in the middle of the fucking Vietnam War.
Correct.
Oh shit.
Nicely done.
That is fucking so obvious too. God damn, like Jesus Christ.
Okay, you got it.
That's so stupid.
Now on Google it said that in the 90s they changed it so he made it in the Gulf War, like which is like the Middle East. Is that true or no?
In the 90s?
That's what it said on Google, but I don't really trust it. Like, was there anyone where he made it during the Gulf War?
Oh, there's a in Michelini's second series, it would have been very early 90s. They do retell his origin, but I wasn't paying attention to which war it was. So that would make, yeah, probably did. Because they did update it. They did like a they did the same thing. It would have been whatever 100 issues after the one I was just talking about reading, like if that was 146 or something, 246 was like another retelling of his origin, and it was a split story. So is that again? Yeah, it probably was the Gulf War. That makes sense. Oh, do I get to ask a question?
Yep. Go ahead, Harps.
Sorry. Hunter, I'm going to start with one that I feel like I should ask you this. Hunter, have you ever read the issue of Daredevil where Heather Glenn dies in?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well then I'm not going to ask you what issue it was because that would be unfair.
Oh, jeez, yeah, no, I wouldn't know.
This one I feel like you might get, but I also feel like you might not. The cover of the first issue of the New 52 Aquaman series has Arthur Curry standing in front of what?
The Trench.
Well done.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Ooh, I got it really
I was thinking, I was like, shit, I thought it was a lighthouse.
That is my easiest question for you.
Well, that was good. I knew that one. That's my favorite Aquaman run.
So. It was the White House.
No, I said I would have guessed the lighthouse.
Oh, a lighthouse. I thought Arthur Curry in front of the White
Aquaman meets President Obama, 2011.
That's awesome.
President Obama, your ocean is safe. Thanks, Aquaman.
That's right.
Alright.
Hunter, I'm actually impressed that you got that, to be honest, because that's such a random, like, what's he
That
standing
is,
in front of? A tree? I don't know.
I know the cover pretty well. I've read it a few times. Okay, I'll do my easiest question for you, Harper. Is in the Ultimate Universe,
Yes. Oh,
is
God, yes.
Ultimate Iron Man currently alive?
Isn't the whole Ultimate Universe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no, he showed it. Well, the last time we saw him was in Secret Wars, and that got obliterated, but that universe came back, and I don't recall him ever dying unless they go, oh, the brain tumor finally got him. I'm going to say he's still alive.
According to the internet, and I thought this too,
Here we go.
He just was destroyed with his universe.
Well, his universe came back after Secret Wars, so
When did it come back? Because
it was like at the end of like a Bendis Miles issue. No, what was it at the end of? It was like after Secret Wars, right?
After Secret Wars, it's gone.
It's gone, yeah, but they brought it back because remember, like they see that everyone is alive. So you would assume if we were going off of Secret Wars, then I did say that, well, he was there at the start of that first issue and then got obliterated. But
That's
I
fair.
think he
I guess that's we'll just say, sure.
I would think he's alive. If that universe is back, then he's alive. Like,
yeah,
it's all
but if it's gone, then he's
he didn't pull a Matt Murdock where he died in that universe and didn't come
and
back.
you actually see him dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, because I wasn't sure. I don't read Ultimate Iron Man, but
What a way to get a point for a question that I literally said the opposite of.
yeah. As soon as JD was like, "Well, the universe is much,"
I was gonna say, didn't it blow up? Oopsies.
Let me. You know what? Let's see. Let's just.
You want to just do a loop?
Did the Ultimate Universe? Oh my god! I spelled that so bad. I have to type it again. Did the Ultimate?
Here, we'll do a loop. So how about
Universe.
JD?
This episode is sponsored by Google, the search engine. You may not have heard of it, but
It is. It's
a
the
little
reason
helpful.
this podcast is still
Imagine
going.
if we were getting Google money.
Google money.
The Return of the Ultimate Universe was used again in 2019 in story arcs at the Venom and at the Venom and Spider-Man. Oh yeah, Miles Morales Spider-Man. So it was at the end of a Miles Morales.
But it is back then.
Yeah, it's back.
Okay.
So he's got to be alive.
Okay.
He had a
Fair
brain tumor in Ultimate.
He had an Infinity Stone in his head, and it was a tumor that spoke to him.
Oh shit.
His name was also Antonio.
He had a
Oh,
little,
yeah,
he had
I
a
knew
little
that,
malignant thing going on in his head.
Well, they yeah. I haven't even seen that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. A bit of basket case action. Yeah, you would have loved it, JD. They leaned into the Italian heritage of Tony Stark in the Ultimate Universe. The first issue, he goes, "I am Iron Man. I love a spicy meatball."
Fuck you.
That's
fuck yourself.
They do lean into the Italian thing, though. I'm not kidding.
Stark doesn't end in a vowel.
JD, you want to go next?
Antonio
you guys
Stark.
just want to
No,
do
it's
kind of
because
like
his
a loop?
mum. It's because his mum is Maria Stark Serrera or something.
Ends in a vowel.
There you go.
JD, you want to go next and just kind of
Sorry.
do like a loop?
I'm so sorry. That was such a
Sure. Hunter.
Oh no.
Thor is brothers with Loki, as we all know. But who is Thor's other brother?
I know what to do. I can picture him. He has a sister as well.
Did I ask about his fucking sister? No.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know the name.
We'll get them bananas ready.
right.
I could picture it, but I don't know.
Atom, Atum, A-T-U-M. I don't know. Is that Atom or Atom? Atom?
What? Am I
Tom?
thinking of someone else?
Here we go. Another Google session.
A Google.
That's not who I was thinking of.
Look up A-T-U-M Thor. That's what
ATU.
Google said his brother was.
That's what
Am I
Google said.
thinking of a completely different character?
It's possible.
Oh,
JD, I want you to know that all of these questions that I asked for you and Hunter are like things that I knew that I wanted to pose to you because I know you know them deep down.
Yeah, but my brain's
Except
fried.
for the Aquaman one. The Aquaman one I did Google because I was just like, what's an Aquaman question? The rest are
My-
like Daredevil.
My brain. Oh, Daredevil. Oh God, I'm not fresh on Daredevil.
No, all of yours are the Flash.
Oh God, what am I? Some kind of history of the Flash?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, I was thinking of someone else. Never mind.
Oh, my brain is fried. Is have you ever read anything with Atom?
No. Well, maybe. It looks pretty recent. I've read a lot of modern.
That's what I'm saying. It looked modern, so I just assumed that you read it.
Yeah. Oh well. Harper, you're up.
Oh, it's my question time. Question time for JD.
Oh God.
What is the name of the female Flash from the 23rd century in Chain Lightning? The Flash 146, second issue of Chain
Sela.
Lightning.
Sela Allen? S-E-L-A?
Oh, let me just double check. I think
The one that's like the fastest, right? Sela?
yeah, okay.
Let's go!
I'd give that to you. It's
Harper's like, I don't know.
I just wanted to double check the
Sela,
spelling.
right?
That it was.
S-E-L-A?
Well, I didn't write it down, so yes,
Stella?
but I think that's
I
pretty
always thought it
close.
was. Whenever I read it, I say Sela. But
Let me.
I would say
Yeah,
Stella.
no, you're right. You're right.
She's
I
a
just had to double
Stella.
check. I had to
Well-
double check that it wasn't an N like Cena Allen, but no,
Oh.
Sela. You're correct.
John Cena?
Well done. That is such a like.
It's CLA?
What?
Is that how
No,
you
it's
spell it?
SELA.
S-E-L-A.
I thought you were
Sela
just saying CLA. I'm like, that's like
Which
that could be
is
Claw.
theorized in Chain Lightning that she's like the fastest, like out of all of them.
Yeah.
That's
She's
before
like
they
a-
made Bart the Flash. Like Flash, she's supposed to be like pure Speed Force, which they
Yeah.
kind of like copied.
She's
and
an astral
used off of
projection.
Bart. Yeah.
Hmm.
She kind of like has Kingdom Come type vibes.
That's
Okay,
like
fair enough.
JD. Well done. Although that is also your easiest question. So
Oh fuck!
We'll get some more.
All right,
Killmonger.
Mr. Harper.
Well, if we're doing the loop here, then I'm going to ask you something, JD.
I feel like it
I thought the
worked
person who
much
gets
Okay,
asked
just
is the
whatever.
one-
Yeah, whatever. Go for it, JD.
Harper.
Vietnam.
How did you know? Mark Wade's editor on The Flash, and sometimes his co-writer is named what?
Oh,
I don't even know.
It's Brian Augustin or
Correct.
Correct.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
thank God. Thank God.
All right, good one. Okay.
See, because you could picture the last name on the cover, but you're
Oh no, like I knew that, but I was like, didn't he have like another one as well, like later
no,
on?
Brian Augustine is who I was going for. I didn't know.
Okay, thank God. Whew. High five, JD. Look at us go.
Who would have thought?
Mark
Not me.
Wade, man. We spoke to Mark Wade once. Remember
Crazy.
that?
that broke a hero story. We should have ended that podcast right there.
I genuinely think that, but you know.
But
I
Hunter
breathed
has
a sigh
attachment
of
issues.
relief.
I'm
Okay, wait. Question for me to Hunter?
Sure.
Guadalupe.
Sure.
Hunter.
Yeah.
You have read this issue. What number issue of Daredevil is Roulette?
Oh. Ooh. One.
It should be a number that's just stuck in your head.
Yeah. There's a few numbers here. 179. It's not
I got it.
179.
I can picture that cover right now.
Just try. Yes.
What?
How does a man search for his soul?
Was I wrong there?
Wait, what'd you guess?
Yeah, but you said it's not 179,
Oh,
so I
okay.
just took that as not your
Sorry,
final
you
answer.
said yes. I was like, wait, it is.
No, I didn't. No, I was
How does a
talking
man
to-
search for his own soul?
Damn, it's
Oh,
not
that's it.
182 either. Right?
No.
Yes,
'cause
thank you
that's
for
the
process of
original.
elimination. Let's go through 500 other fucking numbers.
It's not 183, right? I don't know.
Not one. It's not
I don't
two.
know.
But you're in the right ballpark.
Yeah,
like, you are in
yeah.
the Frank Miller run, so you're there.
Okay, I'll just do. I can't think. 191.
Correct.
Oh!
Nicely
I'm
done.
so proud of you. I'm like a dad right now that's so proud of you.
That's like one of my favorites.
that.
I
You
had
actually just pulled
three
that out.
numbers in my head, and it was like it's not those
Oh, I'm
two.
so
maybe it's
proud
this-
of you, Hunter. Oh
That's
my
one-
God, I'm
That's
so
one of
proud
the
of
best
you.
single
dude.
issues.
Correct.
Oh, I'm so proud that you actually pulled that out of your ass. That's awesome. Oh,
Oh,
I'm so
I was
I'm so
nervous
happy.
there.
That was good, Hunter.
All right, another very deep question here, JD.
Oh God.
Okay.
What is the full name, real name of the Rhino?
Oh, I think. Wait, no, maybe not.
He has like some fucking Eastern European name, doesn't he?
What is
Fuck. Paul Giamatti from Amazing Spider-Man.
Can I have a guess?
Rhino!
Can I have a guess if JD gives up?
it? If he gives up, only if he gives up.
I know it's a fucking Eastern European guy.
You could have a
like-
point if you get the first name at least, but
Is it like Alexandri or something like that?
you're around there. You're close. It's not.
It's like Alexi.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Fuck.
Alex.
Alexi.
That's his
I
first
know.
name. That is his first name.
Alexi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I knew that. I
But
got that one.
I'm asking full name here.
I definitely couldn't spell it. I'll tell you
Alexi
that right now.
Rhino.
Alexi Giamatti. I have no idea what his last name is.
It's Alexi. It's hard to pronounce. Damn. Why did I do this one? Alexi. It looks like oh, hold on. There's a little pronunciation there. Alexi Sisetsky. Sisetskyevich. Sorry, Sisetskyevich.
Fuck, I would never have gotten that.
Alexi Sisetskyevich.
That was
Something
half
Russian.
an easy question. The fact that I knew the first one, but like, who's ever?
Yeah, I know.
Die-hard fans of the Rhino have no idea what his name
Is
is.
it Rhino?
Rhino?
All three of them.
In his first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man, because I passed it not too long ago, his whole objective is just running through the United States until something stops him. So he's just running all around the United States, just like charging ahead. And then Spider-Man's like, "Well, I ought to stop him. He made it all the way to New York."
I just
That's
looked at the
awesome.
Spider-Man rogues. I'm just like, who
That's a
has like
good one.
a
That's-
hard name?
That's probably the only Spider-Man rogue, like main rogue, that I wouldn't get. That's,
Vulture. Go.
well done.
Vulture.
well done,
what's the
my
Go
friend.
quick. Vulture.
It's a vulture. You gotta answer the
What's the
vulture.
vulture name?
Which Vulture?
The first one. What's that?
Adrian Toombs.
Yeah, of course, Adrian
Okay.
Toombs. But
Okay,
the
I know
second one
because of Homecoming.
from Spider-Man is that really the only reason you know it?
Yeah, of course. I really like Homecoming, but anyway.
Do you?
Yeah, I love that movie, man. That's sick. I gave it an 8 out of 10 when I first saw it. I've never changed my mind.
If you really cared, you would actually be here.
Hey, JD, guess what? JD, guess what? Say that line again, but look at that hot toy in the,
The very, very far away from
Tell
this
me,
one right.
tell me you're a virgin without telling me you're a virgin.
Thank you, JD. Didn't you spend $600 on like a fucking issue
Oh, by the way,
50 years ago.
CGC just charged my card today, which means it's getting graded soon.
from like, yo, it's
Ooh.
happening.
I will unbox it on YouTube.
Oh, I'm so excited to see that.
Whose question is it?
JD's.
Me to Hunter.
Okay.
Hunter,
Ooh.
Grail, Darkseid's daughter, was born at the same time as which Justice Leaguer?
Wonder Woman.
Correct.
There we go.
Well
Okay, that was an
done.
easy one. That was an easy one. I thought you were gonna ask her first appearance, and I'm like, it's either
Justice League number 40.
Yeah, it's like, is he 40
Oh,
or
I
it's
was
like
gonna
the
say 46
annual
or
number
something.
one or something? Okay.
I was originally gonna ask what is Grail's mother's name, but I figured that's a little too deep because it's just like I remember some Amazonian chick, but
Yeah, I don't remember.
Is it
her name.
holy?
all right, Hunter, your turn to ask. Hit Harper with a hard one.
Yeah, I'll do Harper. What year in the comics did Tony Stark reveal his identity?
Oh, in the comics. Fuck, I could even tell
I'm not
you.
gonna say
like-
the movie 2008.
No. I was
it
gonna,
was 2008
say,
in the first
Oh,
movie.
like,
He
as
said, "I
in,
am Iron Man."
as in, like, what year did the issue come out?
Yeah, I'm not asking the issue. I'm just asking the year.
Okay, fuck. Well, the issue is like issue 65 or something. Oh my god, he saves a dog too. That's how he reveals his identity.
Yo, I just
He
heard a
saves
dog
a dog.
bark when he said that.
Well. If it's 60, it would have to be 2002.
Final answer.
It's 2003.
Well, give me your final answer, and I'll say
Fuck,
yes or
it's
no.
good. It's got to be right around there.
Final
Okay.
answer.
Okay, I just finished issue 30, and that was like early 2000 because it was all Y2K. Let's do the math here.
Just do the math.
2004.
Final answer.
Yeah.
It's 2002.
Oh, God damn it! Motherfucker!
It's like when you're taking a test and then you change one of your answers. Just go with the first fucking answer. You
The
said.
reason why I did it is because I thought Hunter was doing what I did before, where I said the first one and you went, "Are you sure?" Yeah.
I'll give it to you because you did say 2000.
Nah, that's like 1/3 of a point.
Fair enough.
You're,
in the right area.
you're eating 2/3 of a banana.
It shits me more that I'm like, I can tell you exactly how that story goes down, but
He
I
saves a
can't
dog.
when it comes out.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, you're up. I have 2 more questions for both of you.
Oh, that's right.
I have one left for both of you.
Yeah. What about you, Harper?
I'm gonna do my second JD question, and then I've got one
Oh,
left
fuck,
for
I'm-
both of you.
Fuck, I'm
Yeah.
gonna die.
Oh, just the grazia. What issue did Daniel West die?
Ooh.
Okay,
think
I
I
know
know this one.
It's a Suicide Squad issue.
Yes.
It's from the
Which is-
second Suicide Squad series of the New 52.
hmm
Which was titled.
Suicide Squad 2014. Oh, fuck.
Sort of. That's
This is
sort
like
of what it was
one of the
called.
only Suicide Squads that I've actually read.
It's gonna really annoy you too.
I
because
know
it's-
it is.
Because you've
Fuck.
read it.
I can picture the issue because I like when he dies, he's he
On the water.
kind of like forgives his father and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, JD. A hint: the series itself does not start with suicide, but Suicide Squad is in the title.
Can I say it?
Isn't it like the new Suicide Squad or something like that?
Oh, he's on to it. He's on
Yeah,
to it.
you're
What issue, though?
good.
But I
Here we
can't
go.
fucking think which issue he dies. God, motherfucking damn it. Ah, fuck, this is killing me.
It's gonna piss you off so much when I tell you as well.
I could literally picture the
think I might
fucking
know it.
scene. See, this kills me not to know it as a Flash fan.
Just say a number. Just say a number.
Issue number 18.
It's the first annual.
Fuck.
Oh, I was off.
It's so annoying, isn't it? Because it's in an annual. I thought it was an issue as well, and I was like, "Oh, it's in the annual." Okay.
Jeez, I was
Fair
close to
enough.
J. I was thinking 18.
You were thinking
Man.
18 as well?
Yeah,
It's like
I-
we're
I was
finishing each
around there.
other's sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna say. Damn
JD,
it.
your question.
Wait, I only have one and one left.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
We all do.
I thought you said you had 2 each for us left.
That's what I thought you said.
Hunter.
I
may
have
have
one
misspoke.
for both of you.
You literally said I've got 2
If
questions.
we play it back,
bad.
rewind, take
My
it back.
bad, if that was the case.
Okay, well we've played this quite evenly then.
Who wants the question? Hunter.
Yeah, ask me Harper's question.
That'd be pretty impressive if you knew it.
You'd probably know it about as well as you know the other questions he's been giving you. So
Invincible is a very
Oh.
popular Image comic series.
Yeah, okay. Mhm.
But it was almost called this.
I didn't know it was almost called something else.
Oh, well. This will make this quick then.
Yeah, I don't know.
irredeemable, but that was taken by Mark Wade.
Close, but
Oh.
Irredeemable didn't come out until after Invincible. It was almost called Bulletproof, but Image had another book coming out called Bulletproof Monk. So they dropped the name Bulletproof and went with Invincible instead.
There's a fun
That's
fact.
a
I didn't know
better
that.
name.
I didn't know that.
Much better name.
There we
For
go.
some reason, I thought you posted that because that's how I knew it, but someone else must have
No.
posted it.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
That's funny.
All right. You know, it makes sense to do Harper's next, but I think Harper's is funny, so I'll do JD's.
Okay.
JD, your last one. What is the first appearance of Gwen Stacy?
Ooh.
that's
You would have
Uh,
read it recently.
Yes, no, I could tell you the cover of it is the Spider-Man face, and it says "If this be my destiny" on the bottom, because I
Okay,
almost
with the
bought that
number.
comic on Facebook Marketplace. It's also the first appearance of Harry Osborn, which I think is an underrated key because it is the Amazing Spider-Man number 23.
No.
What? 33?
Oh,
No.
31?
Yeah.
Fuck!
damn, that's good.
Wow, you're so
I can
confident.
literally describe the cover to you. It's the Spider-Man face, and underneath it says "If this be my
Yeah.
destiny."
He just
You're
had my
so
thing. Just yeah, that's the
confident,
same thing.
too.
Where we're both like, I can tell you all about it, but I can't tell you the
I
number.
can't pick the number. Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, I got you. Hey,
Wow.
those are my JD questions. All right.
Wow.
It's JD's turn, right?
Oh, I asked my last Harper question. Wait,
Yeah, go
Harper,
for
don't
it.
you have two left?
Harper,
Yeah.
you go next. You go next.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, who do I
Okay.
pick? Who do I pick?
Get
I'm gonna
Hunter.
do.
Kick Hunter's ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Hunter.
Okay.
Hunter, which author retconned Matt and Elektra's history and completely changed it from how we saw it in Frank Miller's run?
Trussell?
That was a very quick answer. Are you sure about that?
Wait, what did he say?
He said Charles Soule, even though it's Soule, I think.
I thought you
but
haven't
I'm
read
not
Soul's
sure.
run.
Yeah, but I can't think of who did retcon it. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Yeah.
Okay, it's Frank Miller. Frank
What?
Miller retcon. Frank Miller in Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, completely retconned
Oh
how he
yeah,
said
because
their
the
origin.
college. Oh my god.
He completely fucking changed it. And
Oh,
it's
that
so
was like a
funny because
trick
it's like,
That's a trick
Frank
question.
Miller,
That's a good
you
one.
wrote that story. Why are you completely changed? He's just like, nah, I don't like how it was in my run. I'll just change it completely.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I can't think of any.
It was such a trick question because I'm like, who changed Frank Miller's run? It was Frank Miller.
Okay, you got me. You got me. Okay, my last question.
So wait, so you have one for Harper.
Yeah.
I have one for Harper, and Harper has one for me.
Yep.
Okay.
I
I'll
just
ask
want to
my,
confirm that this is what we have.
my last Harper question. How many movies, MCU movies, does the character Bruce Banner appear in?
Ooh.
You are such a fucking dickhead.
Ooh.
Incredible Hulk.
JD, don't say it if you know.
I'm just counting in my head.
Okay.
No, I know, because I know what you're both thinking, because you're thinking of a very recent example, and that's what you're trying to trick me with. Incredible Hulk,
Mhm.
Avengers, Iron Man 3 post-credit scene, Avengers Age of Ultron, Thor Ragnarok. Oh, is he in anything?
Okay, I have a number in my head.
No,
but
no.
That's right.
Infinity War, Endgame, and then post-credit scene of Shang-Chi. Is he in a post-credit scene that I've missed? End credit scene for Captain Marvel. That's
What's your number?
9. Huh?
Final answer? 9?
Wait, just wait. Just while I'm thinking of after credit scenes. After credit scenes of the he's in 3 after credit scenes of movies that he's not in, which shits me. Is he in an after credit scene for
Iron Man 3 is his best one, by the way.
where he's just not
I'm not
listening?
that kind of doctor, Tony.
I'm not that kind of doctor.
That's a good
That's
roll.
a good impression. Fuck. Okay, let me think. I've got 9. I can't.
Stop doubting yourself. Go with your fucking answer.
I'm gonna say 9, but there's gonna be like one thing that's
It's
gonna
9.
fuck
It's
me.
9.
Yes.
I had
thought I
8.
was
I had
wrong.
8 in my head. I forgot Captain Marvel.
Because he's
I
in, you're right,
forgot
he's
Captain
in
Marvel too.
3.
But he's not in the movie for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I'd get you because of that.
God, that Shang-Chi after credit scene was so bizarre. They were so phoning it in. That after credit scene for Shang-Chi, like Captain Marvel's like, "Oh, hi, Shang-Chi. Yeah,
Captain
gotta
Marvel
go
has
to
long
Japan."
hair again, too.
Yeah, and Bruce is back to being Bruce, and
Bruce.
he's just like, "Hey, kid, welcome to this crazy world," and then that's it, and it's so low effort, and you're just like, "Okay, that's it then."
They just look tired.
Bruce Banner, fucking question you.
Okay,
All right, I'm gonna ask JD's and then JD.
Okay, so it's my last question. Okay.
JD,
At
what
least
are
if I get it
Barry
wrong, I
Allen...
get to have revenge on you right back.
Fuck. What are Barry Allen's final words when he dies in Crisis on Infinite Earths?
Oh, good question.
Ooh. Okay. It's 1986, or it's 1985.
Yep.
You're,
We're all-
you're
we
Mark
were all
Wolfman and
young.
George Perez, and you were tasked
What?
with the difficult task of killing the Flash. Now, you
Yeah.
want the entire speech or just his last speech bubble?
Do you want the
Just his
entire
last speech bubble.
Well, that's
What is-
easy.
Yeah.
We must save the world.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. That's awesome.
Do you know
Because it's
the
like,
entire speech?
You think you would know, but it's like
The entire thing is like there's always hope, there's always some
Yeah.
kind of way, like something like that, like there's time to save the world, time to go back, and then he says like, yeah, it's
we
like
must
a whole
save
thing
the world.
like as
We
he's
must save the
fading
world.
into the little skull thing.
Well done, JD. That is really impressive. I had 3 hard questions for you, and you got
The Daniel West one has thrown my OODA loop.
so close.
Yeah.
All right. When Tales of Suspense number 39 came out, aka the
Yes.
first appearance of Iron Man,
Yes.
Stan Lee was a busy man writing other Marvel comics. So
Yes.
another writer was brought
Oh.
in to help him with the issue. What is the name of that writer?
Oh, I fucking know this. I know it too. Oh no. No, I know this. I know
You
it.
became
Oh,
such an Australian.
fucking fair dinkum crikey. I know
Your
this.
accent just went
Oh,
way
it
up
hurts
there.
No
so
hat, no
much.
play.
No.
Oh God, fuck.
My
Oh.
schedule.
Just let me dig in a sec. Stanley and oh no. Give me give someone count down because I can't.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah, I
His
feel like I
first and
know the
last
first
name
name.
start with the same letter.
Oh fuck! I feel like I know the first name.
John Jones.
Do D and J are those the same letter?
John Jones. Like
Oh, I thought you said Don
the
Jones.
Martian Manhunter.
Oh, it's
Correct.
it. Oh my god.
Bruce Banner.
Dude, the co-creator of Iron Man, and you don't even know his name.
Oh my god.
I'm taking away your hot toy. I'm taking away your hot toy right now. You don't deserve it.
I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna look this up.
You have failed this city.
Oh, I can't think of. I feel like I know the first name, and I'll be completely honest with you. If it's
Stanley.
Correct. What's the first name?
No, you tell me, because I don't want to embarrass myself if I'm wrong. I'll just say if I'm wrong or not.
Larry.
I was wrong.
Larry Lieber.
That's not what I was thinking. No,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure there's 3 people on that issue.
Right, but the other guy was the artist. This guy was the co-writer with Stan.
Co-writer. Fuck me, motherfucker.
He's still alive too. He's 89 years old.
Because he co-created a few characters with Stan. I think he did like Ant-Man and.
Oh, that hurts, dude. That is so fun. We should do that again.
That was fun.
I always like these. These always make
Don
me think.
Heck is who I was thinking of.
I want to do another one actually.
Artist.
Let's read Barry Allen's final words.
There's
hope. There's always hope. Time to save the world. Time. Back in time. Do what you have to. We must save the world. We must save the world. ... And then a legend was born. Wally West picks up the ring, puts on the Flash suit. The Flash will live again.
Tell me you're a virgin without telling me you're a virgin.
Nice.
Oh,
Virginity is cool.
I didn't actually count. I didn't count what I was getting or what anyone else was getting.
Yeah, I wasn't counting score either.
Someone in the comments is gonna have to tell us who owes the most bananas.
Yeah,
someone
once, I don't think Hunter had that many wrong questions.
No, I think I was more.
We should probably just figure it out, shouldn't we?
I've only got one banana in my room right now, so
it's probably easy to think of the things you got wrong. JD, you only got one of mine wrong, so you got 2.
I got the Daniel West one wrong, and I got the Gwen Stacy one wrong.
And you got the Rhino one wrong.
And the Rhino one.
So you got 3.
ASM, bro, stump me.
6.
I got
50-50 then.
I got Daredevil's. I got Heather's death wrong.
I didn't give that to you. That wasn't a question. I gave you Aquaman, which you got right. You got Roulette right, but you didn't get the Frank Miller trick question.
Right. Yeah.
And then with my questions, you didn't get Thor's brother, but you got the Grail one. Oh, and you didn't get the Invincible one. So you got 2 of mine wrong.
So I got 3 wrong.
You got
JD and I.
But the Invincible one, I thought you actually knew.
So Hunter's 3 and 3 as well. What am I then? What did I get?
You got Vietnam. You got Brian Augustine, but you didn't get Larry Lieber.
So 2.
You didn't get Iron Man revealing his identity.
Yeah.
You got the other 2 though. You got the other 2.
So you only got 2 wrong.
Yay! Winner!
You won.
Hey, sick!
And JD and I tied.
Your prize is an Iron Man hot toy.
This really was going to be my final episode, but fucking DC Fandom has made it that I have to show up on a Sunday morning at 8 a.m. to record my actual final episode. So I'll take that win so that next week I can take the fucking L with waking up at 7:30 for that
to talk about
event.
Dwayne Johnson.
Wait, are we recording on a Saturday?
Oh yeah. Hey JD, we should.
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
JD. We'll end the episode first. Thanks for listening to this quiz episode and What If review and DC Fandom last minute predictions and Spider-Man Beyond and other things like that. Next week we are recording later, so we'll be out Saturday night or maybe Sunday morning, probably. We'll see if JD's there or not. It'll be a surprise. That's the last DC Fandom surprise. Will JD be on the podcast?
Will he be there?
Yeah, that's the biggest news you'll get, not the Batman trailer. Thanks for listening. JD, you want to do your thing?
If you're listening on iTunes, we appreciate a 5-star review. If you listen on YouTube, we'd appreciate a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Anywhere else, just give us a follow. For Hero Story, I'm JD.
I'm Hunter.
I'm excited to listen to this podcast as a fan again.
Thanks for being
a hero.
And remember, every second is a gift. Goodbye.
Wow.